Uh, Good evening, friends. This is me, Harikishan Dada. So today's topic is wrapper classes in Java. So it will be discussed on the day of 31 March 2024 25 on the date on the day of Monday. So first we understood that the definition of wrapper classes. Wrapper classes is nothing but the primitive data types are going to convert into the form of objects. So before discussing this topic, we need to understand what is meant by primitive data type. Primitive data type in Java there are 8 primitive data types like int, float, char, byte, double, boolean, long. So all are having their specification or all are having their capacity. Like in boolean, you can return true or false. In string, you can store the sequence of character. In int, you can store the value. In the float, you can store the decimal value. In double, you can store the decimal value of large digit. In character, you can store the character or the ASCII values. So these are having the primitive data types. So ultimately we are going to convert this primitive data type into the object. Like if we are going to like int a is equal to 10, like then we are going to convert it into integer, which is the object or which is a wrapper class of that particular int. Likewise, the all remaining all 8 data types are going to convert in the form of object. Like string is going to convert string, char is going to convert in character, byte is also going to convert in byte, which is the form of object. In Java, we are also called as this term is like auto-waxing or unboxing. So, uh, unboxing means the object is going to convert into primitive data types, and autoboxing is the primitive data types are going to convert into in the form of objects. So the wrapper classes are going to use in Java. So objects is nothing but the instance of the class. Likewise, if we are going to think about if like object is nothing but instance of class will be part of class, and primitive data types are it is the special types of container where we are going to allocate or we are going to store the particular type of data type into it. So ultimately the primitive data types also are very important, but the wrapper classes are generated by Java. Like if you want to use the particular objects of the particular class, that time we are going to use these wrapper classes, which we are going to convert into the primitive data types. So ultimately we get the benefit of the wrapper classes. The primitive data type are not associated with the object. In Java, there are two types of data types. One is a primitive, second one is a non-primitive, or we can say it is a reference data type. So the second one, reference data type, is totally associated with the objects. So the or another content which is not related to primitive data types, it is available in that. So in today's video, we see the various types of primitive data types. What is meant by wrapper classes in Java, as well as we are going to explain the detail. So the wrapper classes is the nothing but we are going to convert the primitive data type into the form of object. It is nothing but the wrapper classes in Java. There are 8 primitive data types in Java. That eight primitive data types are going to convert into the form of the object. So ultimately, uh, we are going to use these objects in the form of objects in the Java. So in this video we are covering the all those points regarding to the primitive data types and the relation the what is meant by the wrapper classes in Java. So there are the 8 primitive data types and 8 having the different types of their objects. This is all about the today's topic, that is wrapper classes in Java. Thank you.